The opening round of competition continues. Saquarema providing a great beach for a lot of spectators to watch this battle. Barron Mamiya taking on J.Marshall and A.Cleland Jr. Things off. Also during the break, we had Al get started. Joe Turpel, Jesse Mendez for the call. Nice connection for Al off the top.
I mean, the most critical part of that wave he was able to identify kind of came from behind that whitewash. And
the knee injury that he suffered in the win that he had over Kelly Slater. Well, that makes sense. Barron's in a barrel again. Doesn't matter if he's at Pipeline or at Itaúna.
But everyone's here to watch good surfing. So if you do some good surfing, everyone's going to be stoked for you as well.
Driving into that oncoming section, tail ditch, and controls it.
He was surfing the inside right this morning that I thought was the best wave that we had until the contest started. And we get back to that later.
Nice clean backhand work from J.Marshall. The man from Encinitas, California, has gained some ground there. Third turn's a tap. He's running out of wave and steps off. Lines are very pure from Jake. You know, he controls his sharp by surfboard incredibly well. He kind of has a cool stance, almost like a prize fighter. Real smooth, though, as well, as we see the bowl that he took off on.
I mean, imagine how those surfers like to keep the same spray pan, but all up and riding.
Big blast there on the backhand of A.Cleland Jr. putting together two really big backside hooks. Like he said, just that subtle body movement, real comfortable in his stance on his Timmy Patterson surfboard. And it looks great on this wave.
I mean, comfortable in chaos. Like, there's so much water moving. The backwashes are so much trouble. You're going to see him land the second turn, fins free out the back. The wave's converging towards him. You get kind of like getting pushed around by like, you know, like when you're grown by someone that's twice the size as you. As you see him land off right there on top of the whitewash.
J.Marshall locks in. Nice clean bottom turn, attacking the lip, hangs the fins out to dry, and he'll right away out of it. A little out of control. Was hoping he was getting up in time for a combo.
He was able to apply it, and this, unfortunately for J.Marshall, beautiful finner out the back. Notice that backhand right there.
Jake, the oldest brother, he's got two younger brothers in his family that love surfing as well. Barron getting down the line, looking little sticky at the moment. You can see the knee brace he has on the back knee. We'll see if that's limiting his motion throughout this matchup.
Everything kind of cleaned up. Like, look how smooth the waters are right now compared to this morning. And it's, you know, probably just going to get better from now on. Mostly with the tide starting to probably get lower in a few hours. So, yeah, you can definitely tell Barron is a little bit stiff on that back foot. You can see right there the angle that he was trying to like get wasn't what and then he wasn't able to reconnect with that second section. And here is all with a nice down the line critical turn, wasn't able to get the second one.
Tough ones in the title race over surfing history. We've got a chip in here for the man for the North Shore of Oahu. Barron Mamiya now just kind of pacing himself, protecting that back knee, doesn't commit to a maneuver there, and he steps off. Just let's get you off that shallow reef. You don't need any more.
Makes sense.
He thought he was just having a free surf. Jake with a cool faded bottom turn, tags it off the lip line well. Jake a little late to the climb, and so he's down.
Just himself on the bottom turn, and that put himself very close to the lip and wasn't able to get up and above the wave as the lip was coming down. So unfortunately for him, that first turn was huge. Very dynamic.
Here comes Barron. Loading up a bit more. A nice committed backhand snap with the knee brace on. Even a fin throw, but he'll lose the wave. His last score, 3.43. Barron still third, chasing a 7.6. Wild as we see this last wave.
Yeah, this is much better from Barron that first turn, but you can still notice he's nursing that back foot a little bit as he turns the hips to get up in vertical. Usually you tend to get a little bit lower and also twist your knee in a little bit more. But you can notice he keeps that back knee a little bit on the wider, more of a wider stance right there for him. And that just doesn't allow him to get as compact and as dynamic as he was probably hoping for. But beautiful first turn for him.
It's like Margaret River getting a third compared to a 33rd last year. Trying to force it on this one. Barron just up and down. He'll stay in third. With now 20 seconds on the clock, J.Marshall and Barron Mamiya will be reseeded into the elimination round.